Learning goals. Welcome to this learning session on agriculture, concepts, importance, and development. In this course, we shall address agriculture, definition, impact, and branches, exploring diverse agricultural career opportunities, identifying and debunking agricultural misconceptions, consequences of agricultural misconceptions, purpose and benefits of agri-education. There will be a quiz at the end to test your knowledge.
Introduction to agriculture in society. Agriculture plays a vital role in the lives of many populations globally, serving as a primary source of livelihood and employment. Understanding its meaning and importance is crucial for recognizing the vast prospects within this field. This section will highlight agriculture's significance, its various branches, career opportunities, and the importance of agricultural education. We will also explore the industries connected to agriculture and common misconceptions surrounding the sector. By addressing these topics, learners will gain a comprehensive view of agriculture's impact and potential. The goal is to foster a deeper appreciation for this fundamental human endeavor. Defining agriculture, science and art. The term agriculture originates from the Latin words ager, meaning field, and cultura, meaning cultivation. It encompasses both the science and art of cultivating crops and rearing animals for human consumption and industrial uses. This dual nature highlights its blend of traditional practices with scientific advancements. Agriculture also involves extensive scientific inquiry and experimentation aimed at improving techniques and technology. This includes research into crop breeding, soil management, and pest control to enhance productivity and sustainability. Globally, agriculture is responsible for producing over 4 billion metric tons of food annually. Beyond cultivation, agriculture extends to the production, processing, promotion, and distribution of agricultural products. This entire value chain ensures that raw produce reaches consumers as finished goods, contributing significantly to national economies and food security worldwide.
Agriculture's societal impact, food and raw materials. One of agriculture's most fundamental roles is the provision of food and feed, producing essential items for human survival and animal sustenance. Staple foods like plantain, maize, rice, and various vegetables are cultivated, forming the basis of diets globally. For instance, rice alone feeds over half of the world's population.
Agriculture also serves as a crucial source of raw materials for numerous industries. Products such as cotton, cocoa, timber, and fruits are transformed into industrial goods. Cocoa, for example, is processed into chocolate, while fruits become jams and juices, demonstrating agriculture's broad economic reach. Furthermore, agricultural waste products are increasingly utilized as sources of fuel. Biofuels like biogas from agricultural waste and ethanol from sugarcane or corn offer renewable energy alternatives for domestic and industrial purposes. Biofuels currently account for about 3% of the world's total transport fuel. Economic and environmental roles of agriculture. Agriculture is a major source of employment, directly and indirectly supporting a significant portion of the global workforce. In many developing nations, it provides livelihoods for over half the population, as seen in Ghana, where it employs about 52% of the population. This makes it a critical sector for poverty reduction and rural development. The sector also plays a crucial role in environmental sustainability and biodiversity through various agro-ecosystems. Practices like agroforestry, organic farming, and crop rotation help preserve soil health and protect the environment. For example, agroforestry systems can increase biodiversity by up to 80% compared to conventional farming. Furthermore, agriculture is a significant source of foreign exchange for many countries through the export of agricultural products. This inflow of foreign currency, such as dollars or euros, improves economic conditions and international trade status. Agri-tourism activities, including farm tours and pick-your-own events, also contribute to foreign income, attracting visitors and showcasing local agricultural heritage. Agriculture provides a direct source of income for farmers through the cultivation of crops, raising livestock, and various agribusiness activities. This income generation is vital for rural economies and supports countless families. The global agricultural market is valued at trillions of dollars, underscoring its economic power. Waste products from farm animals and crop residues are invaluable as sources of manure, acting as natural fertilizers. Farmyard manure and decayed crop residues enrich soil health, reducing the need for synthetic chemicals and promoting sustainable nutrient cycling. This practice is essential for long-term soil fertility. Agriculture is deeply intertwined with human culture and traditions, having shaped societies for millennia. It influences cuisines, festivals, and rituals, contributing to the development of languages and cultural practices. Examples include Ghana's Yam Festival and the Abawakara Festival, which celebrate harvests and community. Modern agricultural practices are crucial for climate change mitigation and adaptation. These practices aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, promote carbon capture through sustainable land management, and develop resilient crop varieties. For instance, no-till farming can sequester up to 0.5 tons of carbon per hectare annually, helping combat climate change. Core agricultural branches. Crop science is a fundamental branch of agriculture focused on the scientific and technological aspects of growing and utilizing crops. This includes breeding, protecting, processing, and storing crops for various purposes like food, fuel, and fiber. Advances in crop science, such as developing genetically modified crops, have significantly increased global yields, with some studies showing a 20-25% increase in yield for certain crops. Horticulture specializes in the cultivation and management of fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants. It involves techniques for breeding, propagation, and optimal growth to maximize yield and quality. This branch is crucial for fresh produce markets and landscaping, contributing to both nutrition and aesthetics. Animal science deals with the breeding, care, and management of livestock, such as cattle, poultry, sheep, goats, and pigs. It covers animal nutrition, healthcare, and production systems, as well as the processing and preservation of animal products like milk and meat. Selective breeding in animal science has led to breeds that produce significantly more milk or meat, such as dairy cows that can produce over 10,000 liters of milk per year. Specialized agricultural fields. Agricultural engineering applies engineering principles and technology to agricultural production and processing. This includes designing farm machinery, irrigation systems, drainage, and environmental control systems. For example, modern agricultural engineers design GPS-guided tractors that can plant seeds with centimeter-level accuracy, optimizing resource use. Agricultural economics and agribusiness focus on the economic and business aspects of agriculture, covering production, distribution, and consumption of agricultural goods. It involves studying markets, prices, policies, and economic decision-making to ensure profitability and efficiency. Agribusiness is a multi-trillion-dollar global industry, encompassing everything from farm inputs to retail food sales. Agroforestry integrates the cultivation of trees and shrubs with crops and livestock for economic, environmental, and social benefits. This sustainable land use system enhances biodiversity, improves soil health, and provides multiple income streams. A well-designed agroforestry system can increase farm income by 20 to 30% compared to monoculture farming due to diversified products and ecological services. Advanced agricultural disciplines. Agricultural biotechnology applies biological techniques to improve crop and animal production. This includes genetic engineering, molecular breeding, and biotechnological approaches to enhance productivity, quality, and disease resistance. For example, genetically engineered crops have reduced pesticide use by 37% and increased crop yields by 22% globally. Aquaculture involves the production and management of aquatic organisms, such as fish, shellfish, and aquatic plants in controlled environments. This includes freshwater ponds, marine cages, and inland waters, providing a sustainable source of seafood. Global aquaculture production has surpassed wild-caught fisheries, providing over half of the world's seafood supply. Soil science is the study of soil formation, classification, physical and chemical properties, and biological processes. It also examines the interactions between plants, water, air, and microorganisms in the soil, and soil management practices. Understanding soil science is critical for sustainable agriculture, as healthy soil can store vast amounts of carbon, playing a role in climate change mitigation. Agricultural career paths. The agricultural sector offers diverse career opportunities, starting with teachers and lecturers who educate future generations in universities and vocational centres. These educators are crucial for transmitting knowledge and skills, ensuring a continuous supply of trained professionals. For example, agricultural universities worldwide enroll millions of students annually. Extension officers serve as vital links between agricultural researchers and farmers, providing technical assistance and promoting best practices in production. They are instrumental in disseminating new technologies and knowledge to rural communities, helping farmers adopt modern techniques. Their work often involves field visits and direct farmer engagement. Crop scientists conduct research on physiological, genetic, and environmental factors influencing crop growth, development, and productivity. Their work leads to improved crop varieties and sustainable farming methods. For instance, the development of hybrid corn varieties by crop scientists has dramatically increased yields over the past century. Diverse agricultural professions. Soil scientists specialize in the formation, classification, and properties of soils, analyzing how they support plant growth and regulate nutrient cycles. Their expertise is vital for sustainable land management and mitigating environmental impacts. For example, soil scientists help farmers understand how to restore degraded land, which can take decades without proper intervention. Horticulturists manage the cultivation of fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants, focusing on optimal growth and yield. They work in nurseries, orchards, and botanical gardens, contributing to food production and landscape aesthetics. The global ornamental plant market alone is worth billions of dollars annually. Animal scientists are involved in the care, breeding, and management of livestock for various products like meat, milk, and fiber. This includes roles such as animal nutritionists, herd managers, and veterinary officers. Their work ensures animal welfare and efficient production, with advancements in animal genetics leading to healthier and more productive livestock. Emerging agricultural roles. Agricultural engineers design and implement machinery, equipment, and systems for agricultural production and processing. Their work includes farm machinery design, irrigation systems, renewable energy, and post-harvest technology. Modern agricultural engineers are at the forefront of developing autonomous farm equipment, such as self-driving tractors. Economists analyze the economic aspects of agriculture, including market trends, pricing, policies, and trade. They serve as market analysts, policy advisors, and agribusiness consultants, guiding financial decisions in the sector. Agricultural economists play a crucial role in shaping food security policies and international trade agreements. Food scientists and technologists develop and improve food production, preservation, and quality control processes. They specialize in food safety, product development, and packaging, ensuring safe and nutritious food reaches consumers. The global food processing industry is a multi-billion-dollar sector, constantly innovating to meet consumer demands. Advanced agricultural career specialties. Agribusiness professionals and agricultural entrepreneurs manage businesses involved in agricultural production, processing, distribution, and marketing. Their roles include farm management, supply chain management, and consulting, driving economic growth. The global agribusiness market is projected to reach over $3 trillion by 2027. Environmental scientists and conservationists focus on sustainable land management, conservation, and environmental protection within agriculture. They work as soil conservationists, watershed managers, and natural resource managers, ensuring ecological balance. Their efforts are crucial for mitigating the environmental impact of farming. Research and development scientists conduct studies to address agricultural challenges, develop new technologies, and improve practices. They work in universities, government agencies, and private companies, pushing the boundaries of agricultural innovation. For example, R&D in plant breeding has led to crops resistant to specific diseases, saving billions in crop losses. Specialized roles in agricultural management. Forestry officers are responsible for the conservation, protection, and sustainable management of forests and other natural resources. Their work is vital for maintaining biodiversity, preventing deforestation, and ensuring the long-term health of forest ecosystems, which are often intertwined with agricultural lands. Globally, forests cover about 31% of the Earth's land area. Biotechnologists apply biotechnological techniques to improve crops, livestock, and agricultural processes. They use genetic engineering, molecular biology, and genomics to enhance efficiency, productivity, and sustainability. For example, biotechnologists have developed crops that are resistant to specific herbicides, simplifying weed control for farmers. Precision specialists utilize advanced technologies like GPS, GIS, remote sensing, and drones to optimize agricultural operations. They maximize production, sustainability, and profitability by providing data-driven insights for farming decisions. Precision agriculture can reduce fertilizer use by 10 to 15% and increase yields by 5 to 10%, leading to significant cost savings and environmental benefits. Agro-processors and value addition. Agro-processors work on transforming raw agricultural products into finished goods for consumption or further industrial use. This process adds significant value to raw items, making them last longer, more marketable, and ready to meet diverse consumer demands. For example, processing tomatoes into paste or juice extends their shelf life from days to months. Their activities include manufacturing, packaging, and branding agricultural products, which helps capture higher profit margins and expand market opportunities. This value addition is crucial for farmers to move beyond selling raw commodities and participate in more lucrative segments of the supply chain. The global agro-processing market is expected to grow significantly, driven by increasing consumer demand for convenience foods. These professionals are essential for both food and non-food products, ensuring that agricultural output is efficiently utilized and distributed. From milling grains into flour to processing cotton into textiles, agro-processors bridge the gap between farm and consumer, enhancing economic efficiency and reducing post-harvest losses. Visualizing agricultural careers. The agricultural sector offers a wide array of career opportunities, spanning from education and research to practical farming and industrial roles. This flowchart illustrates some of the key career paths available within agriculture. Understanding these diverse roles can help individuals identify potential areas of interest and specialization. Each career path contributes uniquely to the overall agricultural ecosystem, ensuring food security, promoting sustainability, and driving innovation. For instance, agricultural tutors and lecturers are crucial for developing future talent, while precision agriculture specialists leverage technology to optimize farm operations. The interconnectedness of these roles highlights the collaborative nature of modern agriculture. From environmental scientists focused on conservation to agro-processors adding value to raw materials, the agricultural field is dynamic and constantly evolving. This diversity ensures that individuals with various skills and interests can find fulfilling and impactful careers, contributing to a vital global industry. Common agricultural misconceptions. Misconceptions about agriculture are mistaken beliefs stemming from misinformation, lack of education, cultural biases, or outdated perceptions. These can lead to poor decisions regarding farming methods, technologies, environmental impacts, and food production systems. Addressing these is crucial for agricultural development. One common misconception is that agriculture is a low-status occupation, often perceived as less prestigious or lower paying than other professions. This view discourages young people from pursuing agricultural careers, leading to a shortage of skilled workers. However, many modern agricultural roles require advanced scientific and technical expertise, offering competitive salaries. Another prevalent misconception is that agriculture is solely reliant on rainfall. While rain-fed practices are common, the importance of irrigation systems, water management techniques, and drought-resistant crops is increasingly recognized. For example, drip irrigation can reduce water usage by up to 70% compared to traditional methods, significantly boosting productivity in arid regions. Challenging agricultural stereotypes. The perception that agriculture is a male-dominated field offering limited opportunities for women is a significant misconception. While gender disparities exist, women play a crucial role, especially in small-scale farming and post-harvest activities. Globally, women comprise about 43% of the agricultural labor force, yet often face barriers to land ownership and resources. Efforts are actively being made to empower women in agriculture and promote gender equality within the sector. Providing women farmers with equal access to resources, training, and markets can significantly boost agricultural productivity and food security. Studies show that if women farmers had the same access to resources as men, they could increase yields on their farms by 20 to 30%. Another misconception is that agriculture is solely about food production, overlooking its broader contributions. Agriculture encompasses agribusiness, value addition, rural development, employment generation, biofuel production, and export opportunities. For instance, the non-food agricultural sector, including fibers and industrial crops, contributes billions to the global economy. This section addresses common misconceptions about agriculture's profitability and location limitations. It highlights the potential for financial success and the adaptability of agriculture in urban settings. Many people believe agriculture is not a profitable or lucrative career option compared to other sectors. This misconception often deters potential investors and young talent. However, with proper planning, efficient management, and access to markets, agriculture can be financially rewarding. Successful agribusinesses often report profit margins comparable to other industries. The notion that agriculture is only for rural areas and is impractical in urban or peri-urban settings is another common myth. Urban farming initiatives, such as rooftop gardens, vertical farms, and hydroponics, are gaining popularity, demonstrating agriculture's potential in urban environments. For example, vertical farms can produce up to 10 times more crops per square foot than traditional farms. These innovative urban agricultural practices not only provide fresh produce to city dwellers, but also contribute to local food security, reduce transportation costs, and create green spaces. They challenge the traditional boundaries of farming, proving that agriculture can thrive in diverse geographical contexts and contribute to urban sustainability. Modern versus traditional farming myths. A common misconception suggests that modern farming practices, including advanced technology, improved seeds and fertilizers, are unsuitable or unaffordable for small-scale farmers. However, numerous initiatives and organizations are actively promoting and supporting the adoption of these practices. Microfinance and training programs are making modern inputs more accessible, with some programs reporting a 15 to 20% increase in smallholder farmer income. Conversely, some believe that traditional farming methods are inherently superior to modern approaches. While traditional knowledge is valuable and should be preserved, it is a misconception that these methods are always more effective or sustainable. Combining traditional wisdom with modern innovations can lead to more efficient and sustainable agricultural systems, such as integrated pest management that blends traditional ecological knowledge with scientific methods. The key lies in finding a balance that respects cultural heritage while embracing technological advancements to address contemporary challenges. This integrated approach allows for increased productivity, enhanced resource efficiency, and improved resilience against climate change, benefiting both farmers and the environment. Dispelling misconceptions. Education. Integrating agricultural education into school curricula at various levels is a key strategy to dispel misconceptions. Age-appropriate lessons covering topics like sustainable farming, crop diversity, and agriculture's economic importance ensure students receive accurate information from an early age. Countries that have implemented comprehensive agricultural education programs have seen a 10 to 15% increase in youth pursuing agricultural careers. Practical learning experiences, such as field visits to farms, agricultural research centres, and agribusinesses, allow learners to witness the realities of modern agriculture firsthand. These experiences help debunk myths by engaging students with professionals and observing advanced practices. For example, visiting a hydroponic farm can challenge the idea that farming is only for rural areas. Inviting agricultural experts, successful farmers, and professionals as resource persons to give talks and interactive sessions in schools can provide accurate information and inspire learners. Their real-world knowledge and experiences can effectively dispel misconceptions and encourage students to consider diverse careers in agriculture. Many successful farmers actively participate in such outreach programs, sharing their journeys and insights. Practical approaches to correct misconceptions. Encouraging learners to engage in hands-on projects related to agriculture is an effective way to challenge misconceptions. Projects like cultivating small school gardens, experimenting with different farming techniques, or conducting agricultural research provide practical knowledge. Students gain a deeper understanding by actively participating, often leading to a shift in their perceptions. Providing learners with access to reliable and up-to-date information resources is crucial. Establishing school libraries or resource centers with books, journals, and online databases offers accurate information on modern farming practices, innovations, and sustainable agriculture. Access to such resources can empower students to critically evaluate information and form informed opinions. These resources should cover a wide range of topics, from biotechnology and precision agriculture to organic farming and agroecology. By exposing students to the breadth and depth of modern agriculture, they can overcome outdated perceptions and appreciate the sector's complexity and importance. Many online platforms now offer free access to agricultural research and educational materials. Misconceptions about agriculture can significantly hinder its development. These misconceptions often lead to underinvestment and slow adoption of modern technologies. Misconceptions about agriculture being a low-status or unprofitable career can lead to limited investment in the sector. This results in insufficient funding for agricultural research, infrastructure, extension services, and market access. Consequently, the adoption of modern technologies and best practices is hindered, reducing agricultural productivity and economic growth. Globally, agricultural R&D investment is often lower than in other sectors. The perception of agriculture as outdated or low-tech discourages farmers from adopting innovative technologies and practices. This reluctance to embrace advancements like precision agriculture, digital farming, and climate-smart agriculture can severely limit productivity. For example, countries with low technology adoption rates often experience significantly lower crop yields compared to those with advanced farming systems. This limited adoption creates a cycle of stagnation where farmers struggle to compete in modern markets and achieve optimal yields. Without innovation, agricultural systems remain vulnerable to environmental changes and market fluctuations, impacting food security and farmer livelihoods. Bridging this technology gap is essential for sustainable development. Societal and environmental consequences. Misconceptions about agriculture as an unattractive profession contribute to a decline in youth involvement, leading to labor shortages and impeding intergenerational knowledge transfer. This undermines the long-term sustainability of the agricultural sector as older farmers retire without sufficient new talent to take their place. In many regions, the average age of farmers is over 55. Misconceptions about agriculture's reliance on agrochemicals can lead to environmental degradation and resource depletion. Heavy use of weed killers and pesticides harms soil health, depletes natural resources, and pollutes water bodies. This makes agricultural systems unsustainable, contributing to food insecurity and poverty. Pesticide runoff, for instance, is a major contributor to water pollution globally. The belief that agriculture is unprofitable or irrelevant to modern lifestyles fuels rural-urban migration and the neglect of rural communities. As youth move to urban areas, rural poverty and social inequality worsen, placing undue stress on urban infrastructure and services. This demographic shift can lead to a loss of agricultural land and traditional farming practices. Cultural and economic disruptions. Misconceptions about agriculture being primitive can erode cultural heritage and traditional knowledge systems associated with farming practices. This loss of cultural identity undermines social cohesion, community resilience, and the collective stewardship of agricultural landscapes. Many indigenous farming techniques, passed down through generations, are at risk of disappearing. Traditional farming methods often embody centuries of ecological wisdom, such as specific crop rotation patterns or seed-saving practices adapted to local conditions. When these are dismissed as primitive, invaluable knowledge is lost, impacting biodiversity and sustainable resource management. For example, traditional seed banks preserve genetic diversity crucial for future crop resilience. The erosion of cultural heritage in agriculture also affects local economies that rely on unique agricultural products and associated cultural tourism. Preserving these traditions is not just about nostalgia, it's about maintaining diverse food systems and vibrant rural communities. The UN Food and Agriculture Organization actively promotes the preservation of traditional agricultural heritage systems. Agricultural education. Purpose. Agricultural education involves transmitting knowledge and skills to change people's behavior towards improved agricultural production. It is crucial for developing human resources, ensuring a skilled workforce capable of addressing food security challenges. This education trains professionals like extension officers, researchers, and crop scientists. A key benefit of agricultural education is the acquisition of leadership skills. It helps individuals develop the ability to influence others and manage agricultural enterprises effectively. Examples of leadership roles include farm managers and leaders of agricultural youth clubs who guide and inspire their communities. Strong leadership is vital for driving agricultural innovation and adoption. Agricultural education also inculcates a spirit of volunteerism in youth through the formation of agricultural clubs in schools. These clubs foster community engagement and practical learning, preparing young people for future roles in the sector. Furthermore, it strengthens democracy by helping people develop democratic principles through the learning process, promoting informed decision-making in rural communities. Broader benefits of agri-education. Agricultural education significantly contributes to rural development by equipping farmers with relevant information and technologies. This leads to improved farming practices, increased income levels, and enhanced economic status for rural communities. For instance, studies show that farmers with agricultural education can increase their yields by an average of 25 to 30% compared to those without. Research is a cornerstone of agricultural education, driving innovation, addressing specific challenges, and promoting sustainable practices. It leads to the development of improved crop varieties, livestock breeds, and enhanced economic efficiency. For example, research in drought-resistant crops has enabled farming in previously unsuitable regions, expanding food production. Furthermore, agricultural education informs policy development, ensuring that agricultural policies are evidence-based and effective. This research-driven approach helps create policies that support farmers, protect the environment, and ensure food security for the nation. It also fosters a culture of continuous improvement and adaptation within the agricultural sector.
Summary. Well done, you have completed the course, Agriculture, Concepts, Importance, and Development. You should now be familiar with agriculture, definition, impact, and branches, exploring diverse agricultural career opportunities, identifying, debunking agricultural misconceptions, consequences of agricultural misconceptions, purpose and benefits of agri-education. Should you need to revisit any of the topics in this course, please use the menu at the bottom of the screen.